Thank you very much. I'm from a Japanese guy living in Netherlands. But today I would like to talk about my stamp project that I do. I'm, by the way, a stamp artist. I'm from Japan. I'm a bit nervous now, but it's okay. So what is your essence looks like? That's what I want to talk about today. I've been making a personalized stamps. And it's about making your essence. How can I visualize your essence? And this is the stamps that I make. Yeah, probably you guys know about stamps. Like you print on the papers by yourself. That's the stamps it's about. And yeah, the reason why I started making stamps is about 10 years ago I made one sort of object. It's called scale stamp. And then someone from somewhere, maybe it's an angel, asked me to create a scale stamp or asked me to have one. And then I didn't have it because it was 10 years ago. So I started looking for material to make it. And I just really enjoyed the making of stamp. Oh, this is, by the way, scale stamp. The idea is for architecture, everything is print on the printer. So it's quite technical. So after you print your drawing, you can stamp the people to make it customized. So yeah, it's something like handcraft thing. And then, yeah, I just love this handcraftsmanship, so I just keep going. So I just making a stamp from something that I find in a day, that inspires me. So picking something from the street or talking with someone that inspires me, so which just drives me. I just wanted to keep this process going. So then I just start doing something called one stamp in a day, just like cultivate me, just doing something every day. So just to meet people and then have little chat, or as I said, maybe something I find in the street, and then I just make it into stamps. So it's something I've been doing for a couple of months, years maybe. And this is, for example, one of the things I made for a French guy. He have own label. He's making music. And his label means Kanya Vial. I don't know how it's pronounced. But it's a crown with sugar cone. So I combined it together. And he made it into the tattoo in the end. But then I kind of get a little bit bored of the subject that I get from the people. Because it's always something similar, people like same thing and people don't like the same thing. So then I always get same sort of answer or wishes from the people to make into stamp. Some of the things, for example, I guess you guys are familiar with you guys all love family, friends and kids, music and food, and we all like sunny weather and maybe drinking wine, something. And we all hate stress, pressures, money problem, and working at the office. Yeah, if you don't work with passion, probably that's most hate. So then the question appears what is it make people unique? So now it's so many people up there, so different, so unique. But then what is it that makes people so unique? So then I start thinking about maybe there's I need to ask the right question. So then I start thinking about the question, okay, what should I ask? Because to get the authenticity or get the essence of the people, maybe I need to ask right questions, based on belief or passion or what you love or what you hate. And then by people talking about these questions, it's really open questions. So then I just write it down what people says. So just to be observed what other people says. So, and then sometimes I get sort of the visual that can be visualized. So just I write it down. So in the end of the conversation, I make into a stamp. So that's how I work. So then I got an opportunity in cafe in Den Haag, they wanted to do something. So then I thought, yeah, then maybe I'm gonna do a project nice to stamp you, and then to meet people, and then to create a stamp from the people that I meet, to get sort of the uniqueness of the people into a visuals or stamp. So this is what I made. She's an older healer. And she's about everything is one, and the people interact with each other. And the interaction also is one thing, but as an individual, it's also one thing. So it's all about interaction between different people, how interact, how it's not interact. Well, And this is a guy, he's a philosopher, and he says everything is about all different layers of things that you need to dig into yourself, but then there has been built so many layers. So it's about go in yourself, but it's also a number of layers. And he's a carpenter, and he's a lovely guy. He loves families, he loves to take care of the families, like he's standing in the trees. But he also loves to have own space. So like trees grow in the concrete, and that's kind of toughness and the softness he has at the same time. And she's a teacher, and she's all about destiny, and everything she does became one piece of big things, which is representing her. It was a shiny dream. So yeah, something like that I make. And the other thing I would like to mention is about the price of these, because always people ask me like, how much would it cost? And for me, it's really difficult to price on such things. So then I would say, yeah, you can decide yourself. Maybe you can pay less or more, but or changing with some wine or coffee, whatever. But you decide. Because the reason is, if I give the fixed price, and then sort of I minimize the people that I meet, maybe I gain more, but then less people, I guess. So I would just open the opportunity to many people as possible, because for me, it's to meet people and then just to get sort of experience of the sharing. So yeah, and next step I would like to is to travel around the world by asking people about questions, because so far I realized the nationality makes so difference, comes to the essence of the shape of the visuals. So yeah, coming like here in Maastricht, it's like I made a little step so far, coming out a bit from the Den Haag. Okay, so that was it. Thank you very much.